but there's something there which could lead to that professional contract which we're fighting so hard for. Yo, what's going on, T20? I hope you're all super well. I'm limping around a little bit. If you didn't watch yesterday's video, I basically went in goals at training and I kind of sprained my ankle. The ball hit the toe of my foot and my ankle went, if that's straight on, it went like that and then back. And this morning it's very sore, so I've been limping around making my smoothie. I'm still on that smoothie grind for those of you who are wondering. Let me make it and tell you what's in it for those of you guys who have forgot or just have never seen it before. So this is it here. We got 3 raw eggs. You can kind of see we got some berries that go up to about there, some oats in there too, some Greek yogurt down the bottom, milk is all around, and then some protein powder on top. And that makes this smoothie, I haven't checked it in a long time, but it's anywhere from 900 to 1,000 calories. Lots of good proteins to start off the day, and you know, I always feel so good after it, especially like, because I'm not doing anything today, especially with my ankle. It's a rest day for the game tomorrow. I won't call it a rest day, I'll call it a recovery day, because I'm struggling to walk. If I had training in, say, the next half an hour, 45 minutes, this smoothie gives me so much energy to go out there and perform and train. Before, they're not even up here anymore, they're up here. No? Oh yeah, so before I used to have 5 Weet-Bix and milk, very plain, and I didn't have a whole lot of energy at training sessions, especially in the morning. But now with the smoothie, I get out there and I'm like, oh my goodness, here we go, bang, and I'm into it. And a couple of people have sent me the same messages saying, wow, the smoothie, it just gave me so much energy for the session. So if you're looking for sort of something in the morning, this is a great little meal that you can have. Like, there's just so much good stuff in there. So that's my smoothie. Add a banana if you like it. I hate bananas in my smoothies, can't do it, absolute no-go. But this is what I have for breakfast every single morning, except when I was sick. Missed out on a little bit then, but it's good to be back. And just lastly, there is a reason it's in a bowl, because it's, yes, I call it a smoothie, but if you've ever had an acai bowl, that's pretty much what this is. It's so thick that if you try and drink it, it just goes everywhere. Much easier and cleaner to eat it out of a bowl. So that's my sort of little tip. Right, so recovery day means not a whole lot. Sitting around, icing my foot, trying to get better for tomorrow. Huge game. We're traveling, I think it's about 2.5 hours. That'll be with Matt. I'll be taking you guys through that sort of travel experience a little bit. Papa Tweety will be coming along for the ride as well, but we'll be going out there playing a game which is a must win. Now, I'll take you guys through the table and the club championship in another video, because I think that's something that is still hard to understand, and if you're not updated with the table every single week, it's hard to see, but we're still definitely in a relegation battle. I looked at the table today and we're kind of far off finals. So our main goal and objective is to survive and not get relegated, which is good fun, but there's a lot of pressure on us and we got to deal with that pressure and make sure that we get those results for the team and for the club as well. But I don't mind a pressure situation. It's not that bad. Now, I want to take you guys through something. I know the title of the video. There's an opportunity which is exciting, and I want to sit you down and let's have a chat about it. So there's this opportunity. I get messages all the time. This is how I open it. I get messages all the time. Sheldon, what do you think of UK football trials? Sheldon, I have this tour that this company or whatever has invited me on. Should I go? And the same answer from me all the time is, number one, you need to investigate who is behind the sort of tour, who is behind those trials, and figure out whether it's worth spending your money. Sometimes there's bad people behind it and all they want to do is take your money and leave you with nothing. I've had those experiences before, and those experiences help because you begin to realize what you should look for when those opportunities come up again. Now, I don't want to say too much of this tour, but at the end of the season, there's a chance to go off to an Asian country, play a few games there with the opportunity to get scouted. I don't want to say too much more on it, but I've spoken with this person a lot, and yeah, I don't want to say too much, but
it's very exciting. So basically, it's around 11 days, I think. You play 4 games and a whole heap of other stuff. I don't know whether I'm going to do it yet. There's a fair bit of things to consider and factor in. Money, obviously. And I was sitting in the car with Matt the other day after training, and I said to him, yeah, look, I have this opportunity. Like, what do you think? And he said, look, for me, it's up to you, of course, but you need to think, in a few years' time, you're going to sit there and go, I wish I took it. I wish I went on that opportunity. I wish I went on that tour. And that made me think and went, okay, yes, there's money that has to be paid to do these sorts of things. You're not just going to get it for free. That's obvious. But if you believe it's something that can help you in your future, then, man, it's kind of like a why not go for it. You spend your money and you go out there and you really perform, because at the end of the day, I always say to you guys, I don't spend my money, even if we went through my bank statements together. The only thing I spend my money on is food. If I'm out and if I go out to dinner with Lucy, or if I need some food by myself, I'll spend my money on food. The other thing I'll spend my money on is Stepzz, because I'm trying to build a brand to make an empire. That's the kind of goal behind the whole thing. But at the end of the day, I don't spend my money on anything. I've had this jumper for such a long time, as long as I can remember. I don't buy nice shoes, I don't buy nice clothes. And the whole reason is, and I've said it so often, I save my money so that if an opportunity like this comes up, or if I wanted to go overseas, I have money there to fund my football. I'm not stupid with my money. It's simple. So many times I see players, you know, make GoFundMes and ask for money. Man, if you want something, you got to work off the field as well. Make your own coaching business. Go work at a local supermarket and grind so that you can find those opportunities. That's just what you got to do off the field as well. So there's an opportunity. That's all I'm going to say right now. It will happen after the season. If it does happen, I'm not 100% on whether I'm going to do it yet. But there's something there which could lead to that professional contract, which we're fighting so hard for. I'll be needing to look at a few more details, ask a few more questions, and then really find out, is this going to be something that's beneficial for me, and go from there. But if I do go, if I don't go, there'll be more information in the future, so stay tuned for that. Right, so majority of the video done. What I'm pretty much been doing for the rest of the day is working on Stepzz, learning about what I can do to improve Stepzz. There is so much stuff that is going on right now. I need to set up the Shopify store. That's what I'll be using. I have here the kind of calculated prices depending on how many socks are bought by an individual person. I believe my grip socks are one of the best on the market, and I'm trying to make sure that I keep all the prices as low as possible. I probably have the cheapest grip sock on the market as well, with solid quality. I mean, I want the shipping to be as low as possible too. By no means am I substituting the price for the quality. I'm always looking for top quality, man. So working on Stepzz, the whole goal right now is to sell the socks and then get the resistance bands in, sell the resistance bands, keep them in stock, then look into the kit, bring the kit in, and then the whole idea is, I've been working with a designer. He actually works for another brand, and hopefully he'll come over and work for Stepzz full-time soon. But we're going to look to really get teams on board, football teams to begin with, soccer, whatever you want to call it, and we're going to look to get teams on board with our kit, and we supply it for them. Start off small, just local level teams like Wakehurst, start off with them, supply their kit for the season. And once there's more money in the sort of fund, the Stepzz fund, that's when we're really going to look at sponsoring an A-League team, because when you get to those top levels like A-League, or if you want to supply Real Madrid, you got to pay big money. And that's the kind of goal I want in the next 3 years or so, to have an A-League side wearing Stepzz. And then maybe in the next, I don't know, I don't know the exact time frames, but let's say like 6 or 7 years, maybe 10 years, have a team like Real Madrid, Manchester City, a team in that sort of tier level wearing Stepzz, because I think that would be awesome. But if you want to get to those sorts of levels, there's a lot of work that needs to be done, designing, producing, making sure quality is good. But that's the sort of fun of it. I know people say, yeah, you can buy grip socks so cheap. And I laugh because I've done that before and I've got blisters from those socks. So I've been working, like I have it here, let me just get it up. The first ever dollar I spent on Stepzz was in 5th of the 1st. So January 5th this year, I spent 57 Australian dollars to get a logo. And ever since that day, the whole vision has been make the best grip socks possible, and that's what I've been working for ever since. Numerous samples. So to think that it's as easy as just picking up a pair and going, yep, this is it, bang, you're off. No way, man. I mean, if you want to do that, that's cool, but I'm making sure my quality and design and everything is as close to top notch as possible. That's the aim. So I'm going to end the vlog there, 10:20. I'm signing out. Make sure you like and subscribe and enjoy the journey. I'll see you in the rest of your